Hello everyone, Atkpwr here with another preview for the Normandy, tribute to Normandy 44 Steel Division 2 DLC coming out here with the Guards Armored Division. If you guys enjoy these, hit that like button, subscribe, consider checking out that Patreon link down below. Thank you to all who have supported me or currently support me, it really does mean a lot. And check out Atkpwrgaming.com. So thank you to the Strike Team for giving me these videos so I could get these previews out to you. Remember, all of these things are still subject to change. I do not know when the release date is for this DLC, but I am very excited for it. So let's dive right in here. Guards, Armor, Commonwealth, supposed to be like the creme de la creme, cream of the crop of the bestest of the best the British have the offer. So let's see if that is the case. Slot cost-wise, we have 5 recon tabs. Not bad, pretty average. Nothing super duper expensive. You probably don't use this 3-point slot. I doubt it. Infantry tab, very limited. 6 slots. In this day and age with these divisions, that's rough. And the last point is 4 points on top of it all. It's Eugen slapping you in the face if you want to play this division. Tank tab is massive. 10 slots all the way across here. The last ones are not exactly cheap, but you can get a lot of tanks. There's no doubt about that. Support tab, pretty good here. Pretty well costed. A lot of 1-point slots. 6 slots. Falling into that pretty regular size. Anti-tank tab's pretty big here, though. We have 8 slots with 5 1-pointers. That's a lot. You can get a lot of AT in this deck. Anti-air seems healthy. 5 slots is beyond plenty. RD tab seems massive. 8 slots here with 5 of them being 1-pointers, 2 2s, and a 3. Really good there. Air tab, pretty limited, actually, for a Commonwealth division. Only 4 slots with the last one being 3 points. So we'll have to see here. And we're off. So we have the WWII HMG. Nothing. Don't care. Recce, do you come in any sort of fun transport at all? We have a 2-inch carrier Jeep. All right. I mean, the 2-inch carrier is nice. It's certainly like nice to have the option for sure. And a 2-man team is a 2-man team. Scouts, Stuart Recce, but I don't. Does that have 50 cal? If it has a 50 cal, then it's pretty good. If it doesn't, it does. Okay, so that's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good unit right there. It's not super fast, but any unit with a 50 cal is usually worth taking, honestly. Snipers. All right, so you get the nice availability of the snipers here. Remember, snipers getting a bit of a nerf, although it doesn't look like it here. Does the Lee Enfield always fire faster? I thought they had a slower reload time and a longer aim time now. I don't know what it used to be, so I can't really say, actually. So nice 369 availability. You get 2 of these. That's nice. 2-man sniper teams have been pretty out of favor with how many snipers are running about, but maybe with the new nerf to them, they'll actually be more useful because all the full squad infantries, like sniper teams, won't be as good. Daimler, AC, these are okay. They have pretty good penetration. The damage is pretty good. They have a very fast rate of fire. It's a unit I always consider taking. I wouldn't say don't take it, but it's not necessarily a must-take per se. Very good at dealing with light armor, though. If you're dealing with light armor, then yes, take it for sure. Scout Piat, all right, comes with the usual same stuff. All right. Cool. Staghound here. Staghound, again, another one of these units that it's nice for an explosive opener. Do I love it? No. It definitely has its limitations. The slow fire rate is really painful, honestly. But not a bad unit and definitely nice to have there if you want it. Stuart is another Stuart. And this one doesn't even have radio. Something important to note there that does not have radio. A lot of Stuarts come with radio. This one does not. So that's kind of a big deal, especially because your RD tab seems pretty chonky. All right, so here are the Cromwell Recon coming in. It's a Cromwell 4, but it comes with radio and recon. So that's pretty strong. High optics here. Yeah, I mean, this is a good unit. You definitely take this. There's no question of that. I mean, this recon tab looks like it would just basically be Cromwell. Oh, you get 4 cards of the Cromwells? I just noticed that. Sorry, it's like in the corner. You guys can't see it. Only I can. There are 4 cards of these. So you probably A-B phase these, then you take 2 cards of snipers. That's honestly probably what I would do. You can use the snipers just as normal, like recon if you want. They come in with 1 vet. Turn off the sniper, and this is just a 2-man recon team. Yeah, you're paying a 5-point premium for that. It's worth it so that they actually can shoot at stuff if you want them to shoot at stuff. Okay, so, I mean, a strong start here. It's not like an amazing recon tab, but it's got stuff. All right, defense group, standard. I'm not a big fan, but now that Brens are better, maybe this unit's worth it now. I don't know. Remember, Bren's got a big buff, everyone, for those who haven't watched any other video. Brens are getting a 5% increase in accuracy, so I don't know how big of a deal that'll be, but maybe it's a huge deal. I don't know. Field engineers, standard availability. Yep, standard stuff there. Engineer leader. Motorized rifles. Not a fan of this unit. It's small. It has very low firepower. Even with the Bren buff, I don't think this unit is very good. I mean, it probably comes into the half track. Yeah, it does. So you bring it for the half track, honestly. Like, that's what you bring it for. If you don't bring this in a half track, it's not worth bringing. That's my opinion, at least, on it. The main use of this troop is to bring it in with a half track. All right, so rifles with their new beauteous Bren here at 15%. We'll see, guys. If rifles are now in the game, like if rifles are worth playing, this really turns on every Commonwealth division again. Like even Scots can be back in the game. I think especially 8th Indian. I actually really like that Commonwealth division. I think that one really might hop up in the playability. Because they were already almost there, because you have like the Gurkha rifles and stuff, and you have enough double machine gun units to actually play around. And if all the units now are a little bit better, your Indian rifles become better. I mean, that division actually really feels like it would do okay in a Brenified world. Motorized rifle leader, you take this one because it has radio. Feels like that's going to matter. I mean, or you take this one. They're basically the same thing. All right, rifles, Piat, how many of those you get? You get 2 cards, so you obviously take both cards. You desperately want these. Where you put them, I guess, is how you build the deck. You remember, you only have 6 slots here. I mean, there's a lot of infantry choices, but there's only 6 slots. So, like, if you bring rifles Piat, you're already down to 4. I don't even know if you can bring a leader in this, because you, like, really need infantry. Yeah. And these are, okay, so here's, do we see these in another division? Yeah, the other one. The other British division, whatever it was called, 7th Desert Rats. This is one of these weird units. I'm seeing this. This is a serious trend in this DLC. Basically, all the CQC in this DLC, for the most part, like every new one, especially, has essentially just been a rifle squad with a flamer, like or a grenade, but mostly flamer. Like essentially, when you really look at this, if you cut this part of it off, like just take the flamer out. This is just a rifle squad with a Piat. It's a little chunkier. It's got an extra guy, but all they've done is thrown a flamer on it and put shock on it. And I'm not hating on that. I mean, some people are going to be like, I actually love this because I think it gives the opportunity for older divisions to still be viable. Like, especially Eastern Front divisions. Specifically, I'm thinking Soviet divisions. Like, Soviet divisions do have a lot of CQC, like, naturally built into every division. Avtos, Tankos, Sapody. Then you get into any unique stuff at all. Sturmoviki rocks, Sapody rocks. Like, you have a lot of CQC just naturally built into every one of those divisions. So, truthfully, like, this leaves the door open for Soviet divisions to kind of just be like the divisions that slap at CQC. Like, that's what they do. Because none of these new Western Front divisions are actually very good at CQC. Like, I don't think any of them, I think this is one of the last ones I'm looking at. None of them feel like, whoa, like, don't get in the forest with these guys. Like literally none of them. Even 101st Airborne and stuff, which I feel like in the past would have been a division that just is like disgusting at CQC. I will say the French division, maybe. A lot of Molotovs in that division. But outside of that one, there's not really much CQC in these divisions at all. Like, this unit is good, don't get me wrong, but it is 30 points. And it doesn't actually put out a lot of damage. Like, if you're at CQC, they're using freaking rifles. They have no submachine guns. They have 1 Bren. And the Flamer. Like, this is not actually a high damage unit. When you think about it, a Sturm Pioneer puts out more damage than this unit, statistically speaking. Because a Sturm Pioneer has 5 submachine guns, which is 2 points of damage. And then the Flamer, which is 1. That's 3 points in total. This one only does 2.5. Like, that's not good. Like, that just is not good from a damage profile. Now, this unit is far chunkier, of course. But, again, like, this... It's not actually that phenomenal of a unit. And you only get 1. So your only CQC here is field engineers and this dude. So you kind of have to take both of those. You take the rifles Piat. You're already up to 4 slots. You're already hitting the 3-point slots here. You've taken no leaders, and you definitely don't have enough infantry with just that. So you take motorized rifles, I guess, in half tracks in some point in the game, and you're already up to this last slot here. Like, this is rough. This is really rough. I actually, like, don't think this division's very good the way it's looking at the moment. Like, infantry, the tab is horrible. Like, really, really bad. And there's nothing unique here at all. I mean, the assault engineer is new, but not really unique. Stuart, great. More Stuarts, hoorah. Stuart 6 has 2 Brownings, not 3. Again, I'm pretty sure most of the other Stewarts in the game have 3 Stewarts. Have 3 Brownings, excuse me. All right, so we have a Sherman 5. Sherman 5s are great. At what they do, they're very good. Interesting vet curve there. Feels like something was weird about that. I'm not 100% sure because I don't play these enough to know. All right, so we get Challengers in C phase only. That's a real bummer, honestly. I was kind of hoping to see Challengers a little earlier because only one division has these things. It's 6th Airborne, and they're in C phase, and that division is not a balanced division. It's not a long game division at all. So you never see them. Like, no one ever uses them. And I'm not sure if you'll see them here either. I don't think this division has the depth to play a balanced game. You don't have the income. You don't have the infantry. You cannot play forever in this deck. Like, it's a serious issue. And now the Challenger still won't see play. Now, is the Challenger super good? Not really. It's basically a worse Firefly. You have less armor, same exact gun. You don't get the machine guns and stuff. It's not a great unit. I'm not denying that point, but it's a shame that we don't actually get to see these get played. Firefly VC, you get 3 cards of these, so plenty of Fireflies here, like out the butthole, all the Fireflies you could want. You can have one in every phase because we're not even counting the ace unit here, Firefly Harris. Same exact unit. It's just Harris. I mean, this is cool with all the tracks all around it. That's pretty neat. Meant to explode heat rounds before they penetrate the armor. That was the point of that. So that's it's neat looking. I'm not denying that. I wonder, does every unit, I don't think every unit looks like that, right? In the card, I think just the first dude, just him. All right, support tab, not looking any better. Wow. 2-inch mortar, whatever. Vickers, okay. Cromwell 6, you get 1 card of these. You probably need them in A. If you can hold out till B, then you get 6 of them, which is a nice number. But not great. I mean, no, this division is looking extremely lackluster compared to the other divisions. Piat here, and I'm not saying because the other divisions feel OP or something. This division actually just seems underpowered. Yeah, Piat, whatever. 6-pounder. It's a standard 6-pounder. It's got the APCR. Is that a lot of APCR shells? Probably not. I'm sure it's normal. Just feels like a lot. Wolverine, meh. It's an M10 without the APCR, which makes it cost efficient. Not anything to get super excited about. Just because you have Fireflies and stuff, like, it's not like, oh, I need the Wolverine. Now you have a ton of AT slots, so you probably take them. I'll be honest, you probably still take the Wolverine. Then you get 4 cards of 17-pounders. You obviously take a couple of these. Crusader Tractor seems fun. It's ammo. I don't know if I would bring that on your 17-pounder, but it is 15,000 supply, which is really nice. For only 40 points? Wow, that's just like straight up better than everything else in the game. Stuart Remy, okay, that's nice to have the 50 cal. And then we have the Achilles, and there's no point to bringing the Achilles. You have Fireflies for days. You have like infinity Fireflies. Why ever bring the Achilles? It's just worse. It's quantifiably worse. The availability curve is worse, so you can't vet them as much. The armor is worse, so they die easier. I mean, it has better stealth, I think, and better optics. I'll give it that. But, I mean, yeah, it's cheaper, but I don't think it's worth the 15-point premium. Because you have basically infinite armor slots. AA here, the Polston, you'll never take this. This is garbage. This is a 20 mil. It's total garbage. Yeah, it's not a good unit. You take the Crusader AA, it's fantastic. Yeah, you absolutely take this. You might even take A-B phase of those and then 1 Bofors card in B or something like that. You could obviously take more Bofors and take 1 card of Crusader. So like A-B Bofors and Crusader A's in A phase. That's the other way to do it. Because you don't need more than that, really. But honestly, maybe you do take 2 Crusader AA cards just for the fact that your infantry sucks so hard they need like support. Like in a desperate kind of way. Artillery leader, 81 mil mortar. Normal no, wait, it's higher availability. It's got 1 vet for nothing. Why does it have 1 vet for nothing? Am I imagining this? No, I'm pretty sure it's getting 1 veterancy for nothing. Interesting. 107s, those are standard. I don't know if I actually think here you might take 81s over 107s because of that veterancy thing. You just get more on the 81s. Usually I would take 107s every time because you just get more damage for only 10 points more, and you get more range, you get more everything just for 10 measly points more for a very nominal decrease in fire rate. Like 1 round a minute less. So usually I'd say 107s all the way. But if you get a veterancy bonus on the 81 and still keep the same availability, I don't think you can do that. 25 pounder, it's a 25 pounder. It comes in that crazy Crusader tractor that has infinite ammo. That's pretty sick. Sexton with their legitimately infinite ammo right off the bat. They should just put a little infinity sign next to the HE on this thing. Like, that's so gross. Yeah, you probably call these in over the 25 pounders just because of pure ammo like you have. And they move and they don't die. I mean, it's pretty good. Is it different camo or something? 182. These are actually with one veterancy. Yeah, this is pretty good because it's firing 4 rounds a minute. Now the ammo is awful, but I'm assuming you can bring them in the tractor things. And then yeah, you can. So yeah, it's an expensive arty piece. I mean, this is like C-phase arty. If you're playing, but you can't. That's the thing again. This division doesn't have the depth to play a C-phase. So you kind of have to put this in B. Are you spending an entire tick of income on this monstrosity? Probably. I mean, I could see you doing that. Long toms are great. Same issue, though, as the 182. It's like, why wouldn't you just take the 182? Because you get 30 millimeters more damage. And you get an extra round of fire a minute. An extra RPM because of the veterancy built into that gun. And then, oh, sorry, I missed the off map at the end there. I'm not upset I missed it. It's not a very good off map. The 140 I'm not a fan of, although, yeah, no, this isn't even a tank. This is just a machine gun platform. So, yeah, I don't think these are worth it. I think this off-map, it's obnoxious like every off-map's obnoxious, but it doesn't kill anything. Like, it really doesn't. And I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 or 3 call-ins. Probably 3, but maybe it's 2. AirTab is like the most underwhelming Commonwealth AirTab I've ever seen. Mosquito Recon here. It's fine. It's Recon. Mosquito Fighter, kind of garbage. You take the Spitfire, of course, over that any day of the week. Spitfire is very good. The Mark 9 here, it's a very good fighter. 610 kilometers an hour. It's fast. It's loaded out pretty well. It's nothing special, though. It's nothing spectacular at all. Yeah, nothing special here. Typhoons are fantastic. Now, this unit is awesome. The availability curve really sucks, though. It's 124, which means you're not getting many of these. You probably have to bring it in B phase just so you get at least 2 of them. 150 points, though, is a lot. It just is. Now, this unit should almost never die as long as you don't fly directly into like 15 pieces of AA. Otherwise, this thing should be almost indestructible. Typhoon Mark 1B, this is excellent. This is fantastic. With the 246 availability, you just bring these in A. You only need 2. You really shouldn't need more than that because this kills in 1 shot most of the time. You only need half the rockets to land for this to kill. And even if it doesn't kill, it's going to do 9.9 damage. Really, Eugen? Really? 9.9 damage, 3.3, really? But anyways, so anything hits that tank, it dies. Like any HE blob, you could probably shoot a rifle at it and it'll die. So, yeah, this is basically an insta-kill on anything. Still 500 kilometers an hour with the medium resilience. This division seems bad to me. It really does. Like, this, I don't see... I mean, it's nice that you have the Cromwells and the Recon tabs, so you have something to work with there. You have some faster tanks. The Cromwells snuck into the Recon tab here. You have a lot of them, right? You can bring in a butt ton of Cromwells just in the Recon tab here. The Infantry tab, though, is not good at all. Like, and there's nothing unique here. It's honestly a really boring division. This is the first one I've really looked at. I'm just like, this division is just kind of boring. I noticed the video for this one is much shorter than all the other videos because there's just not much here. I mean, it's Shermans, it's Fireflies. The Challenger you're not going to use because you have Fireflies. Why use the Challenger? It's just quantifiably worse. I mean, it's way cheaper. I'll give it that. It is much cheaper, but you don't get it till C-phase. So, you're not bringing it often. So you get a card of Stewards probably just to have the Stewards. You get 1, 2, 3 cards of Shermans, 1 for each phase. Maybe 4 cards of Shermans if you're double vetting or something. Probably, yeah, sure. And then Firefly right across the board here. So you have all the Fireflies you could want, A, B, and C phase. Maybe even another Firefly in this other 3 points because you don't have that much else to fill the deck with. Support tab is bad. You just bring a Vickers, Cromwell 6. I think you have to take the 2-inch mortars, and they're trash. But I think you have to take them. Just because you can't win CQC otherwise. So Vickers, Cromwell, Commander, 2-inch mortar. Like, so you're not even filling this. Sorry, I tried to click on anti-tank. Anti-tank tab, you don't need this very much. You have Fireflies. Now, I know, obviously, 17-pounder is better for killing a tank than the Firefly because the tank doesn't kill this back as well. So you probably go 17, 17, a 6-pounder, Wolverine because of value, maybe a Piot for sneak value, even though Piots are not very good, and then maybe still another 17-pounder, another 6-pounder because the slots are so cheap. Why wouldn't you? A tab, like I said, I would probably go double AA, double Crusader AA, one in A and one in B, and then like B phase Bofors, something like that. Because you have Typhoons, like you have Typhoon AA, like you don't need the Artie tab is good. It is, it's good. Like this is a good Artie tab. Is it saving everything else in the deck though? I don't think it is. I don't think just having some good Artie is going to fix this division at all. And the air tab, I mean, you have 2 cards of Typhoon Bombers. Just notice that. So honestly, me personally, I'd go Typhoon Bomber in A, Typhoon Bomber in B, Typhoon Rocket Plane in B. I mean, in A, excuse me. So you have what? 5 Typhoons in the game? That's all you need. These should almost never die. You use the Typhoon Bomber as your air AA piece. Your anti-air is good anyway. Yeah, this division seems rough. It does not. I don't actually see it here. Kind of surprised, not upset per se that there's not another really strong Commonwealth division in the game. But yeah, I think this one's going to linger in low C tier. Maybe even D tier. Nah, maybe not D tier. Maybe though. Nah, probably C. Probably C tier. But on the flip side, maybe it's just like first Pancherna or something. You're just supposed to go straight at them, boys. You know, like just it's Vanguard, A phase. Actually, that's almost definitely how you play this deck. Now that I've said it, now that the words came out of my mouth, that's the way to play this deck. Vanguard, first Pancherna style, Stan the Man style, everything go. Cromwells, you take all your recon Cromwells, you take Shermans, and you just at the enemy. Not a big fan that there's another division that's just that strategy in the game, but well, it is what it is. A lot of the other ones have been really fun, so I get this, they can't all be exciting, I guess. But if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider checking out that Patreon link down below, and attackpowergaming.com. Thanks a bunch, everyone, for watching, and have a fantastic day.